I'm Claire. Welcome to Yoga Innovations 40-Day Challenge, Day 8 through 14, Yoga Quickie. Let's begin in standing. So find mountain pose, arms by your sides, palms face forward, thumbs point away. And now as you're here, notice how you need to tuck your tailbone, lift up through the belly, and slide your shoulders down. Find your way to the front of your mat if you're not already. And now empty your lungs completely. With an inhale, reach your fingers up. Exhale, forward fold, hand to the hips, fingers towards the ground. Hands to your shins, lift halfway and pause. So notice how if you pull the belly up, you support your spine a little bit more. Tuck your chin so the nape of your neck is nice and long. Take a big breath in. High push up, clench your palms, step back. Feel the strength of your legs lifting your hips up. Your belly lifts up and out of the armpits. Take a big breath in. Low push up, bend your elbows, hover the body either halfway or lower all the way down. From here, up dog, point your toes, straighten your arms, and notice your shoulders want to creep up to your ears. You gotta lift up and out. Draw the shoulder blades back, press down through the feet. Take a big breath in. Downward facing dog, turn your toes under, lift your hips up high. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees and look to your hands. Step or walk all the way to the front of your mat. When you get there, lift halfway, hands to your shin bones. Exhale, fold fingers towards the ground. This time, stand tall, reach up. Forward fold, nice long spine as you inch. Lift halfway, hands to shins. High push up, plant the palms. Step back, stay here, take a deep breath in. Low push up, bend your elbows. Up dog, point your toes. Straighten your arms. Downward facing dog, lift the hips. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, look to your hands, step or walk forward. Lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Stand tall, reach up. Forward fold, dive down. Flat back, hands to shins. High to low plank, plant the palms. Step back, bend your elbows, keep them nice and tight. Up dog, squeeze your belly muscles, squeeze your thighs. Downward facing dog, lift the hips. Breath in. Let it out your mouth. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, look to your hands, step or come forward. Flat back. Fold. Utkatasana, big toes touch. Open your heels a little bit. And when you get up to the top, let your chest face forward. Sit nice and deep in your hips. Hands can be at heart center, or maybe reach your fingers up. And now notice what the back side of your body is going to look like. If your tailbone's sticking out a lot, you're going to need to tuck it up and in. Squeeze your thighs tight. Relax your jaw. Take one more breath in. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. High to low plank, plant the palms. Step back, bend your elbows. Up dog, point your toes. Downward facing dog, lift the hips. Big breath in. Let it out your mouth. Right leg lifts. And now step into lunge. Foot comes all the way between the hands. Warrior one. Back foot goes flat. Lift the chest and reach out. Some arm variations. Hands can be at heart center. They can be on your hips or down by your sides. Draw your right hip back, your left hip forward. Settle in the pose. pinky toe side of your back foot. Then you're going to be able to draw your left hip forward. One more breath in. Airplane arms, hinge your chest over that front thigh. Middle fingers point straight back behind you. So your legs do a lot of the work here. Continue to rotate that left thigh towards the front of your mat. Press that front shin forward a little bit more. Draw the shoulder blades back. And don't let your belly collapse. Your next inhale, warrior one, lift the chest, reach up. High to low plank, hands down. Step back, lower. Up dog, press into the tops of your feet. Downward facing dog, lift the hips. Left leg lifts. Step to lunge, knee to your nose, foot between your hands. Right heel spins down, warrior one, reach up. Notice when you fidget. Notice when your eyes move and your body leaves your mat. One more breath in. Airplane arms, hinge over that front thigh. Extend your fingers back behind you. The more you press into the shin, the more you can send your hips back. To activate your biceps a little bit more, press down through your palms. Next inhale, warrior one, jump. High to low plank, hands down, step back, lower. Up dog, point your toes. Downward facing dog, lift the hips. Breath in, out the mouth. Let's flow. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, lift your hands, step or walk forward. Flat back, fold. Utkatasana, sit low, bridge high, big breath in. Forward fold, dive down. Flat back. High to low plank, plant the palms. Stretch out the body, and then bend your elbows. Up dog, straighten your arms. Downward facing dog, lift the hips. Right leg high, breathe in. Low lunge, breathe out. Warrior one, foot flat, reach up. Airplane arms, hinge to reach behind you. Warrior one, fill back up. High to low plank, hands down, step back, lower. Up dog, squeeze your belly. Downward facing dog, lift the hips. Left leg high, breathe in. Low lunge, breathe out. Warrior one, reach up. Airplane arms, exhale. Inhale, reach high. High to low plank. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Out the mouth. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, lift your hands, step or walk forward. Flat back. Fold. Slowly come up to standing. Find mountain pose. Arms by your sides, thumbs point away. And now feel your heart beating in your chest. Feel the sensation of your feet on the ground. Hands to heart center. Move the weight into your right leg. Lift your left knee out in front of you. And now pull it up, hip height. If you want extra, extend your fingers towards the sky. If you want even extra, stretch out that leg. Slowly bend the knee. Open up the hip. Find tree. Set that foot either on your inner calf, big toe on the ground, or on your inner thigh. One more breath. Mountain pose, set it down. Now right thigh lifts. Notice if your hip's popping out. If it is, draw it back into the center line of the body. Support that adjustment by pulling the core up. Extra challenge, you might reach up. If you want a little bit more, straighten your leg. Inhale to get tall. Exhale to ground down. Bend that knee, lift it a little higher. Open it up to the side. Find tree. Set that foot on the standing leg. One more breath. Mountain pose, set down. Big breath in. Out the mouth. Hands to heart center. Weight into your right foot, left thigh, lift it up again. Cross that over your standing leg, and now take a seat. If you're feeling a little wobbly, you can put your hand on a chair or on the wall. Softly press into that thigh as you sit your hips down. You should feel the nice opening you have in the left hip, as well as working the stabilizing muscles in that standing ankle. One more breath. Mountain pose, set it down. Right thigh up. Cross over the leg. Hands at heart center. Bend in that standing knee. One more breath. Mountain pose, both feet down. Now lay down to your back. Supine twist, pull your knees into your chest. Drop your knees to the right. Open your arms to a T. Look over your left shoulder. Next inhale, come back to center. And drop the knee to the other side. Next inhale, back to center. Wrap your arms around your shins, flex your toes towards your face. One last squeeze. Shavasana, final relaxation. Stretch your legs long. Arms to your sides. Get rid of the fidgets, the movements, and decide how much time you want to spend here. Maybe how many breaths you want to take. I'm not going to take you out of your Shavasana today. It's entirely up to you. So when you're ready, be still and surrender.